All right, and it's rolling. Hey everyone, my name is Anthony Johnston. I'm the founder of the 21 Convention and CEO of 21 Studios. Today I'm here with an alumni speaker, Wade Alters, formerly known as Brad at the convention. He spoke at the 21 Convention in London 2011 and Australia in 2012. He usually spoke about dating, relationships, self-confidence, pickup, meeting women, things like that. But he has actually a whole host of things he talks about now in his new company that he started. So he's on the call today, and we have a few things we're going to go through. Wade, how you doing?
I'm doing well. Good Friday afternoon here. Kind of rainy outside, but
Yeah,
other
me
than
too.
that, it's a good day.
I'm pouring out here today. Yeah, seeing your background, you got some lighting equipment there going too. What's been going on there?
Yeah, well, this kind of is ever present lately. It's like I lost my living room a little bit,
Yep.
but I've been working on a product for about 8 months now and launching starting next week. So actually, these specific lights were for the video for your channel, actually. So they're always moved around in different spots and things like that. So
Cool.
the life of a public speaker, I guess you always got that going somewhere in the
Yeah,
house.
I have that a lot too in my house all the time, so I know the feeling. You just like lose rooms one by one.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. So yeah, you're also, I should mention, you're speaking at the 21 convention.
Got
Chris,
somebody in the background there.
video bombing the video here.
Nice.
He's actually been at the convention a lot too.
Oh, cool.
So I want to mention though that you're actually speaking, of course, this year at the Miami 21 convention this October 20th to 23rd. So that's a big deal too. We haven't had you back. We haven't had you at the event since 2012. So it's been about 4 years now.
Yeah.
Yeah. So really happy to have you back, and I really appreciate you signing on for the event.
For sure. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. Always good excuse to get to Florida as well, hit up Miami and everything. So
Yeah, I'm excited to do Miami because it is like a really hot vacation destination. Orlando's pretty good too, but Miami is definitely top notch.
nice.
With the event, let's talk about this now for a second. What are you planning on talking about at the event? Is it going to be dating again and confidence, or is it going to be something new?
Yeah. So I feel that, I started as a coach in 2007, spent about, I guess, actually, funny enough, right when I did the speech with you in Melbourne, that was actually probably the kind of the turning point, because I think that was November of 2012.
Yes.
And then I launched my first online product, and that's what really gave me the confidence to transition more to like self-development in general. And through launching the first product, having that going super successful, six-figure product, things like that, then starting to do more product launches, but also help other people, and then doing one-on-one coaching. I kind of like, now it's like a hybrid of everything, to where everything that I learned as a dating coach, all the self-confidence, the self-esteem, emotional intelligence, things like that, applying them then, which I think, guys always say like, oh man, you push yourself harder to become the person that you become in like success with women.
Mm-hmm.
I think, at least for me, maybe it was because of my background. I was like the hard case newbie from a business standpoint. My emotional swings up and down have been way more extreme from business and entrepreneurship than they ever were in dating advice,
No,
And so, but luckily having that background, that is the thing that really carried me through. And
Yeah.
so that's what I call it, like the inner game of business, really. Like everyone's looking for the perfect email autoresponder, or like the perfect sales page or video sales letter, when even if you have that stuff's ready available, you can go find that on YouTube right now and some PDFs or something. But it's what's the things that get you to follow through, what's to push through the procrastination, or believing what's even possible, and not being the dabbler, and all those sort of things that learned back from being a dating coach directly apply here too.
No, like I mentioned before we got on the recorded part of this call, I really love the inner game of business. That can make a kick-ass talk title, but it's also just the concepts, bring them together. I think the guys from our channel at 21 Studios are really going to like that. And you're, I think, like one of the perfect people to present it. So kick-ass.
Thank you. Yeah, I know we have the common ties of like the Nathaniel Brandon and Ayn Rand and stuff like that. And it's like I said, you can apply those sort of philosophies and methodologies to anything. And then, like I said, even more so, it's like what does it come down to? Girls and money are the things that it's so hard to separate your identity from them, to where if you're not successful with women, you think it's who you are, right? And when you're not successful with your finances and business, It's like that fear, failure in front of everyone sort of stuff,
It's also the
Um,
dark cloud, following you around.
yeah, and it's just like, yeah, it's so easy to, well, I don't want to program people in the wrong way, but many people many times fall into bad habits where they let it dictate their whole life, you know.
Mm,
Um, and again, it's like I said, having the background from teaching the self-confidence stuff for almost a decade now,
mm.
uh, it's really fun to apply it in the new ways. I'll say that.
Yeah, totally. I mean, obviously, crossover between different fields is a huge thing with us too. So it's cool to hear about and cool to see. I also want to mention too. I don't think I mentioned it at the start. So you were a dating coach for a number of years for a major company, and then eventually now you broke off peacefully, and you started your own business, your own entrepreneurship endeavor. Can you talk a little bit about that and what you're doing now with that?
Yeah, well, I guess the first thing is like the name change. You guys are like confused with the Brad versus. So Wade is my real name. Wade Alters is my real name.
Got it.
Kind of back in 2007. Probably, you were there before me, but that was still the era when people had pseudonyms,
Yep.
and I didn't know. I didn't want to be like Sherpa, or that was my first name, DJ Sherpa. That was my first Pua name or something. But
Alpha
luckily,
9,000 or something.
yeah, exactly. So I was like, shit. I was right at the end of that sort of era, which it was a nice, clean transition to then go fully in and be like, okay, do something that I'm super proud of, that I'm willing to just put my name on it. Which that alone was kind of a little scary of really putting myself out there and saying, because if you fail, your name's on everything, right? Even if your employee sends off an email, that's your name associated with that.
Yep.
So just there's some little inner game side tangent there. But so using the Weight Alters brand or building it up. And then I think what it was is really at some point, if you really dive into the self-development stuff enough, you need that level of independence that you want. You can't rely on other people, and you can't be dependent on someone else for one of the most important things, which is your financial success in life.
Yep.
And so it was really just like, I think it's just a part of an evolution of anyone who hits that road. You have to become an entrepreneur. You can do it within a business in certain contexts, but truly being independent, putting yourself totally out there, like there's no better rush.
Intrapreneurship, I think people call it, right? I don't know if
Yeah, and the thing is I had that really well. Like I was super able to really stroke my entrepreneurial, kind of strokes there, but it hits a totally different level when it's your own thing. When you don't have that safety net, when the employees are looking at you to, be like, hey, where's my paycheck, sort of stuff, and you're like, oh shit, if I fuck up, it's not on me anymore. Like I can't go, oh hey, you guys, can you take care of this?
Yep.
So yeah, it's been awesome. It's been a huge self-growth tool for sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, I guess, yeah. Oh, sorry. Keep going.
No, I was just saying, yeah, it's awesome to hear, always hearing it verbalized and seeing someone else go through it like that. And you, yeah, from such a unique position with the company you're working with before to now transition successfully into your own company. It's kick-ass stuff.
Yeah. And that's, a lot of the big things, the main clients that I'll work with are in that situation. They're either in a job where they want to start their own business, or a lot, even more so, it's like solopreneurs, like consultants, and how to go from just, that like freelance, I'm just making a pay. You're basically just still got a job, but you're by yourself. You don't have a boss.
Yeah.
And then transitioning into an actual company. And then, you hit that ceiling of complexity where that's a whole nother scary level where you got all these new responsibilities. And it's like, it's not about working harder. It's about, taking the next step, which can be scary. Financial next step, investing more time and more long-term growth and things like that. So again, that's why the inner game side of thing, I think really isn't talked about too much there, because I don't know. I mean, I guess there's just not been too many people that are just either like fully like marketing guy, total marketing, or they're totally like spiritual, like self-help, like that side of it.
Money will come in abundance, waves from the cloud.
Yeah. Law of attraction. Yeah. So it's kind of fun, like I said, melding the two. That's my two passions, and melding the two together.
No, dude, count me in for a seat at your talk at the convention. I always have a lot going on, of course, but I'm really going to try to pay extra close attention to your talk. Because obviously, as an entrepreneur too, I go through a lot of this, and I can relate, very easily to all the things you're saying.
Yeah, stress management, work-life balance, all that fun stuff too.
Hey, so let's just recap here. So Wade Alters, formerly known as Brad. You spoke at the convention a few times. You're confirmed to speak this year in Miami at the 21 convention 2016. Also, though, you mentioned a video you filmed for our channel next week that's going to come out on Monday. Talk a little bit about what that video is for and what's going on there with the product you have coming out.
Yeah, so Monday, like I said, it turned out really well. I think you're gonna enjoy it, and hopefully everyone else out there does too.
Yep.
It's for a new product. It's called the Baseline to Success. And so what I've come to realize is that, again, let's say you're starting a business, you get exactly what to do, all these little things, all the strategies, everything is out there, yet the vast majority, 80, 90%, are not going to make it happen. And what's different is actually the guys that are successful have this baseline. And so that's that core confidence, the self-esteem, all the inner game things to create that. And so the video that I got for you Monday, it's actually part of like this 3-part mini series that I got. So through the first video out there, and in the video explains how you can get access. It's totally free course. And it's kind of like promoting, I guess, exposing people to, like, we have a premium version coming out where you get a dedicated coach. You're working with me and someone else going through its 10 levels to build your baseline. So you start at like identity, then you get more building thick skin. What are some other ones? Persuasion, I call it the velvet gloves, to be able to persuade as effectively as possible. Wealth creation, just going through the full process to where you truly do have this baseline to not even go into business, but that's the guy who can go up to any girl and be like, he's just got that ooze and that self-confidence. Or, find your next business partner or mentor successfully. Like, a new thing for me lately has been networking and business development. And it's that same process over. And you'd think, you talk to 10,000 girls over a decade, you'd be pretty good. And it wasn't that way to start. But when you have that background to rely on, it just makes it so much faster to get up to speed, and the success comes so much faster. So that, Monday, that's what it's like a little 15-minute video on what the baseline is and a 3-step process to start developing that for yourself.
And you mentioned, we talked a little bit about this through email, but so you have the video coming out on Monday, and there's 3 of those total. So there's gonna be 2 more we're gonna publish, or how's that gonna work?
I think I actually haven't decided that yet. We're in real time here.
Okay.
So, I mean, the number of videos I'm putting, like, I've recorded 3 videos today.
Okay.
4 or 5 other ones this week. So, hey, if we want more videos, we'll kind of see what works out.
Yeah, we'll work it out. I know the guys watching want more video however they can get it. So
we'll see what they say in the comments. If we get a bunch of comments asking for it, then asking for a little engagement, a little love here.
Okay.
I'll definitely throw some more stuff up. And you appreciate 21 Studios for being able to put that out and everything too, for sure.
Yeah, dude, 100%. And that's a fair request, That's a basic, that's a baseline, as you said, with some other things, but that's a baseline, I think, request for you to make, and then for them to want more video, if they want it, speak up.
For sure.
Big ass. All right, man. Wade Alters from Wade Alters Consulting, formerly known as Brad. I'm gonna end the call now. Really appreciate your time, man, coming on today.
Cool.
And, look forward to having you, down in Miami and hanging out for a few days.
Thanks for having me.
Do you know if you're going to be able to be at the event, by the way, for a couple of days, or just 1 or 2?
That's far enough away that most likely because every other time I was always in the middle of a tour.
Yeah.
But that's not really the case anymore. So
cool.
Ideally, bring the girlfriend along and make a little experience out of it. Have some fun.
Cool.
So
I look forward to hanging out, spend a little time. I'm sure the guys who attend too will get to meet you and shake your hand. So
for sure.
We'll lock his ass down for you guys. All right. Thanks, Wade. We'll see you soon in Miami. And thanks for everyone tuning in and watching the video.
See you guys later.